Eli being a Charger instead of a Giant would have changed a lot of big moments, of course. The biggest what-if in NFL history is what?
I'll go about 20 years earlier than their draft. Stay in New York City. Jets had the 24th overall pick. 2 quarterbacks are on the board. They select Kenny O'Brien over Dan Marino.
Go on, Peter.
Okay.
Ken O'Brien did go to a Pro Bowl, and he came out of California Davis, but he's not one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And Jets fans have been haunted by this ghost of Joe Namath's legacy, and who's going to be the next one, and whether it be Ken O'Brien or Richard Todd or Vinny Testaverde or Sam Darnold or you name it.
Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez. They haven't been able to find anyone close to Namath, and Marino is obviously the best throwing quarterback of his era. He might not have had the rings, but gosh, if he was in New York City, what would have that been like? Here's the list of how the quarterbacks went. You look at those bottom 2, just 3 picks away, and the Jets took him over.
That's some crew.
Over the Dolphins. And the Dolphins, of course, get Dan Marino, who broke all the NFL passing records as a Miami Dolphin. So that's what I go. I go 83 draft. Marino in a Jets uniform. What would have that meant?
That's awesome.
I was born in '83, man. I'm just sitting there looking at the
great year.
Taking Todd Blacklist, Penn Stater, went that year as well. Okay, so this isn't a history one for me, and I don't think it would have been the greatest what if in history. But I'm going to go back to this past offseason. You know, there was some turmoil with these quarterbacks. You know, these quarterbacks want to move and control where they go. What if Aaron Rodgers went to San Francisco and Russell Wilson went to New Orleans? Guys, to me, this was fascinating to me, and I almost wanted this to happen in the offseason just simply because I know how much Aaron Rodgers wants to play in the Bay, wants to be back in San Francisco. I know that's where he's from. And could you imagine Aaron Rodgers and a Kyle Shanahan offense?
Yeah, but it's that second one I really like.
But it's the second one, all right? Russell Wilson, I know he did some complaining, and then he came back and said, no, I didn't say my offensive line sucked. I didn't say that. But I get hit too much. But I'm not saying they suck, but I get hit too much. I don't know. I don't get what he's saying, but what if he had went to New Orleans and got with Sean Payton? I don't think we'd be talking about the pedestrian passing numbers down there with New Orleans right now. And honestly, if these 2 trades had happened or these 2 things happened, this would be the NFC Championship game this year. Point blank, you're right. This would be the NFC Championship game. 2 of the best quarterbacks in the NFC.
That's a fresh one. That's a classic. I have a deep dive. I'm going to put up this name. It's a name we all know. LeGarrette Blount.
I just had him on the podcast.
Quick story about this. All right, LeGarrette's awesome. Yeah. We love LeGarrette. LeGarrette Blount is playing at Oregon. It's the first game of his final year there, and there's a whole deal after the game in which he punches a guy on the other team, and he goes crazy that night, and in the sense that, like, he was really angry and was very, very, very close to going into the stands against some Boise State fans. The only person that held him back was Scott Frost, who was a coach for Oregon at the time. It is my contention that if Scott Frost was not there, I think it would have gotten really, 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 really ugly. And I don't think the Patriots would have won 3 Super Bowls. Wow. Because that's how many LeGarrette won. He won 3 Super Bowls and played a huge role in several big time games. I really think if you go back that night to Boise, if Scott Frost had not gotten involved like he should have and let LeGarrette cool down, I think at least one of these Super Bowls is coming off Tom Brady's finger because LeGarrette Blount would have never been a Patriot. That's my take. That's the deep.
Never a Super Bowl MVP. Never really gets love for those wins.
No, but he's been awesome.
Interesting. Yeah, no, 100%.
I like that,
and not even in those games and getting them to those games.
Do you remember the player who he punched?
Yes, it was Byron Hout.
Hunt. Yes.
No. It was Hout. Peter, it's not Hunt. It's Hout.
Okay, obviously. We know it already.
That was great. You got that.
I know. I wrote a lot about that.